Hi.
About time,
Hi,
Garth.
Garth.
Hi. I see. Taryn just says, "Hi, how's it going?" Giovanna just like, "Hey," and then O's just here, like, no, keeping it
Why,
He
real.
said hi.
why would you think you weren't getting shade?
Because I already said I was gonna be late, and then I also explained that my boss felt sick, so I like pity stayed for a little while.
Oh man, that
Yeah, but
sucks. Good
I
luck with that.
actually asked
Bye.
my boss to let me go sooner so I could play with y'all. So,
Mine was
we all know
sick.
who's
I'm a nice.
so
I'm a nice person. I'm sorry.
fucking let him die. It would come to D&D. Also, I can't find my keys, and if I can't find my keys, I'll kill myself.
No, no.
Straight up. Jump in front of the bus. Hold on.
Wait, why would you? Pause.
Now I can't hear you anymore because my fucking
Just drop kick
my
the door.
phone.
Juliana just gets mad at us all and just mutes us.
Yeah, because I lost my keys. Hold up. No, I just can't hear you right now because I can still hear you kind of, but my internet is really bad. There they are.
I was say, boy, I hope you didn't leave them wherever you were.
At work. No, the thing is, I have a spare set of keys at work for scenarios like this because I live closer to work than I do to my parents, who have my other spare key. So,
Mhm.
worst comes to worst, to drive back, get my key. But I
Uh,
have it. I have it right here.
anyways, I guess Crash is just dead, or he's ignoring me because I was late.
Yeah, probably.
Give me the silent
How's-
treatment.
I don't know if
Work.
you're on roll 20 yet, but he rolled like 20 d6s,
Oh, no.
like for every minute.
Oh, as Chedmere? Or no? No.
Just get ready to lose about 70 HP.
Wait, did he really?
No.
That would be
Oh, there
so
it is.
shady.
Oh wow, that's a
Oh,
lot of
alright.
d6s.
It's
2000
780.
2,672 sounds accurate. So Chedemir's beyond dead.
Not even a molecule of you exists.
At that
She just
point,
doesn't
no.
exist. Who is Chedemir?
Who was
Who was that?
Yeah.
Some loser. Anyways, wait.
I'm
Fred's
waking
here?
up.
I thought Fred was not here.
I'm
No.
waking
I am
up,
here.
I'm feeling in my
Okay, hi.
bones.
Here's the thing. Today is entirely on you guys.
Mm.
It's so much on you guys. I'm not even standing and DMing right now. I'm actually sitting for once.
You're listening to a
Wow. Oh
podcast
my
essentially.
Yeah, so I'm just sort of
Well, the-
here.
Like a
Well,
really
the room
low
is full of
quality.
NPCs. Hey, we're high quality guys.
Right, there's NPCs here. Here, let me just wait, hold on.
Let me just get rid of all of them.
Line is
This NPC room. Hey guys, can we have the room to ourselves? Alright, there's no longer NPCs.
Bada bang, bada boom.
I don't know if you think you're drawing something, but we're
No, it
not
has
seeing.
it has to finish first. That's why.
Yeah.
Oh. Also, there's what the hell?
There you go. There, now it's just you guys.
That's the shape of the room. I think it was just a
The
little
shape of
bump
the
for
room
Talia.
got changed. That was
Marshall
you
can't
guys.
fit through that square to get to us.
You can. There's like 2 feet wide.
There's like 3 people
He
still
has to
in the
turn
room with us.
sideways and just like.
Just holding his breath.
Roll sideways, make an athletics check.
At disadvantage.
Please,
It's like
difficult
when you
terrain.
park too close to another car and just have to like
That's too real.
somehow hail all of the air that's ever been inside of your body.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, that's the shape of the room now. It sort of looks like the reverse of a Twitter logo if you think about it. Sort of
A
like
little
All
bit.
these people.
it's like
Oh yeah,
flipped
there's a bird and the
vertically.
foot's grabbing Marshall.
Yeah, it's like Talon. Watch she gets kidnapped by a giant bird. Shame.
Rip Impus. Forever miss.
I mean, it'd just be another conquest for him, I'm sure. So
I mean, I didn't have any plans, so everything's a new adventure. I am freaked out by the fact that like I can scroll up and down and a light clicks on and off in this room.
That's
Wait, what?
terrifying. What?
Like if you
Oh
take
wait,
the
I know what you're talking
mouse
about.
Oh,
down,
I see.
there's a lighting effect on.
I thought you meant in
Yeah.
your real room.
How would I scroll up and down in my
That's
real room?
why do you think I was so questioning of the situation? It's like, what the fuck?
What are these buttons for this dice thing? Oh, they're preset. Oh,
Wait, what's OBS detecting?
that's
Talking.
cool.
House looks
Okay,
horrible.
I'm actually gonna turn myself down a smooch, a scotch. Cause I'm fucking loud in those recordings.
What is an F? Fudge.
F is for fudge. Who? You know what? Let's just not continue that sentence.
Let's see. This makes no sense. There's a 0, there's a positive, and then why is there? Oh, I guess they're neutral. I guess. That's interesting.
What is this? Is this like
So
a new
I'm
thing?
pretty sure. I forget. I was just reading what that command does.
I'm assuming it rolls like a 6-sided dice,
Wait,
2 of
if
which are
you-
positive, 2 of which are negative, and then 2 are zeros, and then it's a matter of positives being the negatives or zeros not mattering at all.
Oh, that didn't roll right. Because I'm pretty sure you can do. Oh, force one. Okay, I see. That's forcing it.
What does that mean?
Oh, never mind. No, it's not.
Oh, force is a 1 on every roll?
Yeah, that's not what it's doing. Anyways, not the point.
Yeah, it just forces a 1. I don't know what
Oh,
purpose
that
that
is what it's
serves,
doing.
considering how everyone could see the F, and then sort of no point in forcing it.
That's weird because it's not doing that. Anyways,
Okay,
it
yeah.
might just be an invalid command that's putting the.
Maybe.
Anyways,
Can you hear
Anyway.
me?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. No need to just volume. Can everybody say something?
A.
Test 1, 2, 3.
Say something, I'm giving up
something.
on you. God damn it.
Perfect. For once, I have to actually turn up Crash because usually when I'm on my phone, Crash is way too loud, like to the point where my phone microphone won't take it. And every
Fuck
time on
yeah.
my PC, it's
Nice.
like, Crash who? I can't hear that.
I'm coming to appreciate my naturally loud voice at work because
Oh, yeah.
it is now an actual threat at work to be standing near me when I shout orders.
God.
And it's fucking great when I do it like really quickly and no one anticipates it. And then they go deaf for like 3 seconds.
making proclamations.
Hear thee, hear thee. I hereby decline.
Declare.
Declare.
I would probably just like end up muttering like hellish abominations upon my customers because I hate them.
Hey,
How very
hey,
eldritch
hey,
of you.
y'all bitches.
Hereby I say, bring me all them bitches. Alright.
Let's see.
Just
Did
Oh,
somebody
yeah.
just get home? Oh,
Oh yeah, I just got home.
not you.
In his own
This is-
house,
Ah,
I think.
son of a bitch, it's my dad.
Oh, okay.
Just fake your death.
I can't use my computer if I'm dead.
No, I said fake your death, not
I
actually
can't use my
die.
computer if I'm fake dead. He'll just stare at me.
That's why you fake your
He
computer
just
stuff too.
stares at your fake corpse.
He would, and he'd try to have a conversation with it.
Yeah, like get good scrub.
Fake your computer's death,
start
and then it'll come
pouring
with
water
you.
on you.
I don't think that's how it works.
No, that's how it works.
Um,
Trust me.
He is a scientist, alright?
We know what's up.
He's a lich, he's an AI, he's a dozen other things.
I mean, yeah.
Maybe
Some
it's
of us
Maybelline.
specialize, like Fred, but some of us just sort of go wherever. You know, we take what we can get. There's lots of types. Don't judge.
I would never kink shame.
Kink shaving is my kink.
Well, then I'm very confused for that.
See.
If she breathes, she's a thought.
And now you are in a kink paradox.
Also, I can't believe he gave me a friend, someone who I actually liked, and just made him like the fucking evilest dude in the world.
I loved it.
You still got Mira.
Yeah, but like, listen, I actually asked God, like, hey,
What?
is she a fae? And she was just like, no.
She's not a fae.
She's not a fae.
Yeah. And then it's like, all right,
Should
what
be more
about him?
specific.
You should have asked a different question for a different person.
I know,
Should have been
that was
more
what I said.
specific.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I did ask something like, is anything up here? And nobody ever
I'm pretty
gave.
sure you're very specific on fairies. Which,
Yeah.
in
But like,
technicality, he's not.
exactly. I think I just asked like, is this? I think I asked very vague question and got very vague answers back. So yeah.
Yeah, I was playing that for weeks. Initially, he was just gonna be an NPC you guys met in town, and that would have had just a fun acclamation towards Seema.
Hoo-hoo.
Yeah, he just would have been like on the surface infatuated with you, but then in actuality, he's trying to kill you.
Here's the thing. Seema would be just as uncomfortable with someone having a crush on her. So
Fair, but regardless, that's why I was so critical of where were you standing when you came back. I was like, oh, you're standing in the back.
boo.
Back. Yeah, no, that was
Gotta say, and I'm saying this in the most positive way, I'm kind of bummed you didn't die.
Wow.
Here's the thing. I just feel
Wait,
like it
what?
would have been so anticlimactic.
I mean, think about it. We have Connor and Ariana around the corner.
No, yeah, like they
has-
literally could have. No, yeah, me killing you wouldn't have been to actually kill you. It would have been just to prove a point of I have the capacity, and you guys have stepped now into the leagues where people can just show up and kill you instantly. Which, speaking of kill you instantly,
That is mine, yes.
beta,
Oh my gosh.
insta kill rules from here on.
Yeah.
I'll probably write this down
Yeah.
somewhere.
What
Is
does
that if
the
something
alpha-
can deal you ultimate damage, like your entire health pool, you will roll a Constitution saving throw. I don't know what the DC of that's going to be just yet.
DC
Might make
what?
it. Oh no, yeah, might make it a death save, something like that. But the point is, if you're in
Yeah, that's
combat and are aware of the strike to some relative capacity, you just roll straight. If you are literally sneak assassinated, you have disadvantage on the roll.
And
So
then
therefore,
also Mark and also
assassins
super
have
death.
something like that. So yeah,
Cool thing.
sneaky people have much more of an advantage, literal advantage, when trying to assassinate you. But that's if you like clear through their entire, your entire health pool cleared, or at least the equivalent amount. And then again, I don't know what the DC is going to be just yet. But yeah, just anticipate that.
Yay.
So I don't know if it influences your decision, but Massive Death was a DC 10 and 3/5,
The DC
which
10.
fits right with the death saving throw.
Yeah, I was about to say like that's the same as a death save, basically at that point. I mean, we might do that. Might just have
I
a
mean,
straight.
it makes sense if you take enough damage to literally knock you unconscious from a like undead necrotic poison death sword while you're being marked. It should probably kill you.
It makes
Yeah.
sense in the terms of biology, anyways. There was
Yeah.
an old scale, which was like a 6-point scale. So if you want to picture like every human has 6 hit points, where you could take like injuries were rated on a scale of 1 to 6. If you got hit with a 6, you immediately died. Like a 6 would be like, oh, you suffered massive traumatic damage to your brain.
Getting
Like
hit
a
by a
one
car going
being-
That
100
reminds
miles
me
an
of
hour.
like the Vorpal mechanics for other weapons in earlier editions of you get crit, you lose a limb, we roll for a limb. If you lose your head and you require your head to live, you just die instantly.
I like that there's a caveat of if you require your head to live.
Well, yeah, some creatures don't.
Creatures don't.
Hydras.
Or, yeah. Well, Hydras need their heads to live. It's just
But
that
they have so many
fuck-
heads.
fucked up. Fun fact, if you fight a Pulse Nero, that's what Void Hero can do. One of its features.
That's 4. Hey, we should probably get started.
Yeah,
we should probably
considering
get
I need
started, but
to,
Dragana just deafened herself, so... yeah, here we are.
Dragana.
Well, I'm just
Doesn't
saying,
matter.
before you got on, rolled a couple saves. Pretty sure Pavel's in some trouble.
Let's see, what did you roll? You rolled, let's go scrolling up. The Constitution.
That's what happens when you roll 70 d6s. Or 700?
No,
seven-
above that.
760.
Wow, we got
780.
22 and 23. What up?
Alright. What is this global? Oh, wait, what? What even is this stuff? I don't even remember what I did for these sheets. Alright, so with advantage, because Pavel would definitely rage eat.
Oh, get wrecked!
I mean, just barely, though.
Is that a tie?
I think I tied the second one.
I don't know.
That so tracks, because it's like an arm wrestling match that's just like... So you want to quit yet? No. Do you want to quit?
No.
No.
I can do this all day. What about you?
I'm just dying.
Meanwhile, people bust out popcorn just trying to just watch us.
Sweat just forming
I mean,
down
I
the
can't-
forehead.
Dragana's back.
I was gone for a minute, y'all.
Well, here's the thing. I need to go to work in an hour, so
Oh,
That's a good
okay.
point. So let's get the show on the road then. Not even gonna bother saying what happened last time because I was like
3
2
days
days
ago?
ago. Normally I would, but we're in a rush day.
But we're all mad and we're all sad.
I mean, mad. I'm not sure if everyone here is mad.
I'm just
That's-
disappointed.
You could say I'm raging.
That was
Just
bad.
because you're not really involved in this conversation, you're just raging.
He's just a grumpy Gus.
All right, you guys go while I try to find appropriate music. I'm not literally nothing in circumstances change, so it's just like there for you guys to interact with,
Okay, so
and you can assume the NPCs are just watching this with amusement.
this is
Concern.
the problem. I don't want to have a conversation in front of everybody.
Yeah, this is
Well,
a
you
kind
guys can piss off and leave the room, or tell them to piss off and leave the room. They don't give a fuck.
Honestly, I would. Just like,
Well, then do that.
no, I'm mad. I'm not gonna say anything.
God.
Okay, let's just get back into character. So,
Yeah, you guys go. I'm looking for music.
We had our marks removed by different deities.
oh yeah, we just had the deity thing. Okay, so we just had the deity thing happen. Ariana went back, and we all just sat back down.
Gods watch over you.
And I'm currently arm wrestling Pavel.
Is that what you
Apparently eating
want?
a horse.
Yes. He got a 21, I got a 20.
Well, I'm just doing these as hypothetical rules. Same
It's
for
a
yours,
friendly
technically.
competition.
I'd say we
It's fine.
basically finished at the same time.
Oh my gosh. I didn't think I would actually need my sheet today.
That finished at the. Never mind.
Boo.
Damn it, I lived!
Shame. You have to live with me more.
I mean, that's not a downside, but the I lived after that terrible joke. That is.
Oh yeah. Well, how about this? Just
No,
fucking
no more memes. Come on, y'all. We need to have a conversation.
Yeah, I need.
Then start a
I told
conversation.
you guys to go. I'm just looking for music.
We're terrible at starting conversation, so.
That's so.
Fred.
Fred!
Okay. Alright.
Fred, read your statement from last time.
If you guys want, I can have Connor just like initiate for you guys.
Please.
Sure, why not?
We're all just sitting there like children, like I'm not talking to her. I'm not talking to her.
So a few moments pass after you guys have had your marks purged from your bodies. It is a literal burn lifted off from your shoulders, truly. And in Seema's case, it's nice knowing that it won't cause literal death. And in the case of Aldrich, well, we'll get to that at a later point because I haven't figured out what the nat 20 is yet.
Huh.
Anyway, so you guys sit back down in relative tentative quiet. There's an obvious tension in the room, and you all just all sort of just chill there. And it becomes obvious to you that similar to how Connor has been assessing you your whole way south, similar to how Duncan was assessing you when you guys first met him in Sindel, they're checking you and you guys and your group synergy, so to speak, right now. So to the point that they're just not saying anything, they're just watching you guys. So it adds this additional layer of attention and pressure on you guys, on top of the conflict and the anxiety and all that other stuff. But Connor does remark, as he says walking over to Duncan, "We're better off watching a fucking wall." And Duncan gives like a weird look. "What do you mean?" And also, I need to stand up now because I realize how difficult it is to talk sitting down after doing it standing up for so long. Fun. Move my mic. There we go. Anyways, what do you mean? There's a thing at the Maestros where they say if you're observing an experiment, it changes the results. Duncan gets a even more bewildered, confused look. And Connor looks at Duncan, looks like sort of casts a general gaze across all of you.
He's saying, "Get out so we can talk."
I'd like to say it better than a certain ranger in this room, but yes. Very well, so long as it's resolved. And he turns to leave, and then he just does like sort of like military style, just a fist and pulls downward on it, and that just sort of signals to, let's see, well, obviously to Duncan, Ariana, Connor, Cedric,
The
Valeska, Pavel, Noff.
As soon as Pavel gets that cue, I'm like, "Oh, so you were leaving then? Quitting so soon?"
And following orders. And he just does like, it's like Sokka from Avatar: Last Airbender. He's just like water tribe out. He just like just like looking at you and just sort of like walks backwards. He pats his chest and walks out, still looking at you. Pavel, sorry, later.
Better luck next time.
These motherfuckers are the best.
Connor closes the door behind you, or behind them. But as he does so, he just sort of peers through like the jar that will, break the gap as he closes it. Just one last assessment. Silence fills the room while I go back to looking for music.
Come back over here and sit.
What
That
about
was easy.
those ones?
Holy shit,
They're
that's
kind of
perfect.
part of the conversation. They're kind of part of the conversation. They're more part of the conversation. Maybe not the small child. Maybe the small child should leave as well.
Oh yeah, huh? If that's the case, Nov probably would have grabbed Mishka on the way out.
Yeah, good enough. The other ones probably make sense to stay.
Come on, cursed child, come with me. This is the best music. Dark Souls 2's only good feature.
Damn.
Sort of Harry Potter.
All right. I sigh really loudly. Does someone have a ball?
Do I have something ball shaped? Shut up.
No, you don't.
I'm sure one amongst you has something that can be passed
Sure.
around. A coin.
I hand you a bead of force.
It works. It's a ball. It's a bead.
It is
It's
a ball.
there.
It is a ball. It is
Yeah,
a
I'm
ball.
just
Just don't
like,
throw it.
I would
Yeah.
strongly recommend not throwing this.
What is it?
It is magic.
It's a good explanation.
What does it do? Have we seen that before? No, you were going to use it, but you chose not to.
I look at Chadmere blankly. It does magic.
I see.
Okay.
fair answer.
I have an unlit torch if you want to use that instead.
Maybe we should use that. It's safer.
I was gonna
Okay.
go for the ball like last time.
I take out a regular torch
Seema dies.
and then throw it over to Karis.
I mean, I'm not the one. Like, anyone want to say something? I put it on a table.
If you do not start getting along, it will get you all killed. I go over and point to the back of Seema's armor. It almost did today.
Cares, you start because I'm not 100% sure of what the situation from your perspective is.
The situation.
From your
is-
perspective.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Okay. I take it. I hate you. Because I feel like you you didn't take me seriously, and then you got me into jail, and sure, I went outside. Nobody told me it was forbidden to go outside, which I still am very 100% like, that's the point. You always say, you know, I'm suicidal, I'm do crazy stuff, whatever. But the last time I got into trouble was because I walked into an empty field that looked like a trap, sure. And I learned my lesson. And I walked into a triggered door. I learned my lesson, okay? But none of this ever put any of you in danger. Ever. It was me doing stupid things that harmed me. Now, Aldrich got us almost killed in the town because he had to do something. And Seema and Chedomir got, like, you know, had to jump over a fence. And Cyrus had to be a dick beforehand and then just leave. And, you know, then I went outside and I got into this. And what happened? And you don't even take serious what happened. Y'all just like, yeah, you know it happened. Get over it. How the fuck am I supposed to get over it? I don't know what y'all have been doing, but this is a lot. This is a fucking lot. And sure, you got me out of jail. Thanks for that. But I wouldn't have even been fucking in jail if I hadn't gotten fucking sentimental and familiarity and whatever. Like, I wanted to have something to remind me of you all. And now I just want it gone. Now I just want to take it off. Because I feel abandoned. And I left because I didn't want to die. And you all have, in some capacity, almost killed me. I never did that. And then I put the torch on the table.
Aldrich will approach the table and reach for the torch. All right, I'll pick it up. Karis, you say that we don't take you seriously. Are you that surprised when you never take anything seriously? That's the first point. Second, I did not get us almost killed in that town. I never got caught. We never got caught. Sure, I created a situation where we could have gotten caught, and that's on me. Thankfully, things worked out. And Saurus, well, he paid for his mistakes. He paid for his arrogance, didn't he? He's in hell, literally. And I didn't get you out of jail. No, I got you out of death row. I got you out of an execution.
Oh wait, cut the background noise.
Taryn,
Everyone just stay muted.
there is a big difference. And look, I'm under no illusion. You don't owe me shit. I didn't save your life because I wanted something. I saved your life because, like you said, and like Nevi has said, we're Noxalas. I don't know what family means to you, but to me, family doesn't mean much. Noxalas, on the other hand, that means something. And laying the blame at Chedemir's and Seema's feet is unfair. Sure, they created a situation, as you said. But you are the one who strolled about without looking. You are the one who jumped into a trap without looking. You need to learn how to open your eyes. Every single time you've gotten in trouble, the blame lies squarely at your own feet. Do you blame the stones and the water, or do you blame yourself for jumping without looking? It's a harsh lesson to learn, tough shit. But that does not excuse you abandoning Noxalas. That does not excuse you from abandoning Nevi. Because that is what you did when you walked away. You say that you feel abandoned, so why would you abandon her? Why not talk? Why run away? What's so scary that you have to run rather than open your mouth and think for a change? That's why I'm angry at you, Cares. I could care less about you getting caught or putting an entire city on lockdown or fuck, even burning it to the ground. I don't care about those things. I would try to talk us out of a smoldering ruin if it meant walking away from it. Fuck up all you want, make mistakes, but don't walk away. Not without saying goodbye first. You do not just get to leave. Unless you can mend Nevi's heart. Until you do that, you're dead to me. You're a walking corpse, for all I care. And Chedemir? You should, as should I, be more understanding of our own parts in this. I'm not guilt-free, neither are you, neither is Seema. Fuck, we all got blood on our hands for worse things than this. But if we can't rely on each other, then what do we have? Nothing. I put the torch on the table and I walk over to the wall.
Right as you do, I will stand up and just take it again.
He's not Fred.
I didn't say Fred.
She didn't.
I said just as you're putting it down, I walk over there. And then I grab it. What's my middle name? You can answer without the torch, I don't care. Which town do I come from? When's my birthday? Any of you?
To be fair, Karis, I don't know that, but neither do you.
Exactly. We're strangers. We call ourselves family for what? Every time I ask about something, it's always, yeah, let's talk about it.
So is that what family means to you? Arbitrary formalities.
Talking, knowing about each other, caring about each other, yeah, it does. And you're saying I'm a walking corpse because I left Nevi. She had every choice to come with me because I know I would have gone with her. And listen, that's selfish. That is very selfish. I felt abandoned by every single one of you. Because I know if some of you had been stripped away of everything that you wanted to leave, I would have run after you. Well, at least I know I would have done so for Nevi. And it's selfish, I'm telling you. I had enough time to think about it. The rage is gone. It's just sadness of realization. I mean, you don't know me. I don't know any of you.
So what do you want to know?
I want to know how to forget all of you.
Jump through a portal. He'll probably get amnesia.
I mean, does life mean so little to all of you? I mean, fuck, we meet again for the first time in a week. Seema gets assassinated in the street by someone I thought I was a friend. Who turned out not to be a friend, but pure evil. Like, that's not normal. And, that's, you know, death.
Out of game, do you put down the stick?
Yeah, I'm ready to grab that talking stick.
She's on her hunt.
You could grab it off of me, but yeah, sure.
She's not gonna.
Seema's not that geared up.
I put it down. It's up for grabs.
Then Seema's gonna grab it. Oh gosh, I'm writing my last note of what I'm gonna say.
By the way, you're like really close to your mic, I think.
I don't know why it's gonna be like that.
I'll just adjust the volume on my end. Continue.
Oh, no, I know what it is. It's because I was looking down. Okay, is this better?
Yeah, a little bit.
It's literally just because my head was down, and so it was right by my mic. Boo.
Do it.
So, Karis, you are right that everything that's been happening, this is something that we've all of us brought about. And what happened with you, with Chedamir being arrested, with Source having to leave, that's all was my fault. I should have known better. I am the one who is supposed to be collected and know what's a dumb decision and what isn't.
Can I just grab this stick out of her hand real quick?
Strength check.
No.
Well, it depends entirely on. You're not even anywhere near her, first off.
Yeah, that's the problem.
So no, you can't.
Damn it. Okay, never mind.
Or if you want to try to rush her, then it'll be like, yeah, like a dex or something.
But Seema says, as Chedamir takes a step forward,
You see Chedamere leaning up and setting, like, arching her feet against the floor in front of the couch that she's sitting on, ready to basically pounce.
Accurate.
That's how life is. We make decisions and we face consequences. And when we become tied with people, we become tied to their consequences. And I know that I have not faced my fair share of consequences for what's been happening, but I'm fighting to right those wrongs. And I told you when you left, I asked you not to go because I was there ready to fight for you. But that's the thing with family. Like, it was my mother's fault that she died. She's the one who chose to continue fighting after she'd had me. It was my father's fault for not being there, that I had to be raised by the temple, but I still am fighting for her because we're family. And I'm fighting for you because you're family. But I understand, like, you ask if we don't care about surviving, and I can honestly say that yes, I'm willing to die for this, and to die for any of you, but I understand that that is not a fair expectation put on you, that you can't be expected to be willing to die as well. And if that's your choice, then that's fair. And I put down the talking stick.
I guess I have to pick up a stick now. Okay, so she grabs the talking stick, which is a funny term. This just sounds like two people arguing over blame in some way, but look, you followed me. I made a bad call. You didn't do shit. You didn't do anything wrong. She's saying this to Seema. I agree with the tying to people's mistakes, but I fucked up. I jumped a wall, which was fucking stupid. I'm going to be 100% honest. It was slightly because I wanted to impress Anella. Yes, it's stupid and selfish. And it got someone worse than dead. That's not on you. And you, points over to Karis, you left. That was your decision. And I was fine with it. Because with my group back in Froststone, I've seen people come and go. I've seen people try to get in and fail. I've seen people get in and decide to leave afterwards because they could not handle it, because they did not want to do it. They saw what the repercussions of this kind of life they were trying to get into could do. I was fine with your decision because I knew not everyone wanted this life, especially after seeing what it does. If you want to go, I'm fine with that. But I would very much rather you stay. Because, especially after today, I can tell you for a fact you will be dead in months, and I do not want that to happen. Even if you think I hate you, I don't. Even though you make mistakes, you do learn. Slowly, but you are learning. I am sorry that I set a situation. I set in motion. And I'm sorry that you got hurt because of that. But it is not all my fault, and I'm sorry that I have to be the one to tell you that, along with Aldrich. If you want to know about me, consider this an invitation as an open fucking book. And when she says that, she puts down the torch and also takes the journal that she always has and just sets it next to Karis and, goes back to her seat.
I think Marshall would get up and... Tala, Please go tend to Shax.
Ah, shit, I knew there was an NPC, I forgot.
Ha! Also, Danaway.
No, that was there. I told her.
Yeah, this did the.
Alright, well, I don't have to type this anymore, so I will just say it. This is very good RP to the point where it's actually triggering my social anxiety.
Aww.
And I'm looking for things to fidget with my hands, and the cards aren't doing it. If you wish, or as you describe, Marshall, Tyler, who has just been sitting on the couch on the bottom, I guess, I don't know.
She's been doing her workouts.
Oh yeah, that's right, she's stuck in the corner.
Just in the background. 15, 16, 17.
I believe she had to go to the hundreds, so. Very well.
Oh shit, she's been still doing her push-ups!
You can tell that she's been too focused. She actually has her conversation. She's in too much pain and suffering right now.
Poor girl!
We're all suffering. She's just physical.
Yeah, she collapses on the ground and trying to push herself. But she tries to do it again and manages to like shakily use her arms and push herself, get to stand position. She goes up to you, Marshall. Lead the way.
No. Go ahead. I will join shortly.
She goes over to the door and tries to pull it open. It's the same, like, so strong metal door.
Oh, baby.
Strength check. Strength saving throw.
I like disadvantage because they've been working out and their arms are noodly.
Nah.
Aw, but it'd be funny. Oh!
She doesn't get advantage. I don't know why I keep doing this. Quarry. There we go. 17. She doesn't open it nearly as fast or as wide as Pavel. But she opens it enough that she can squeeze through and... She doesn't manage to fully close it, however. It's still a bit jarring. As you can tell, she's like, fuck it. It just goes off.
As it closes, I would go to the table and pull out my spear and place it on the table. So, I have a special connection with this weapon for one reason. Because just like you all, I once had family. Sitara, Izan, Mikhail, Shadrach.
I swear to God, for asking how to spell those names.
Unfortunate reasons. I don't have them anymore. And I would do anything just to see one more day with them. So, think very wisely before you're ready to give up on family.
I'm crying now, and Kira's gonna talk without the stick.
Breaking.
I'm breaking the rules because I'm a badass. I just kept hoping you would come. It wasn't even that bad in the beginning, you know, just my own self. Everything was cool. And I was, you know, you came for Chetamir. And you all came for all of us, always. So I knew you would come. You always come in time, and none of you did.
But we are here now, are we not?
No, I'm not me anymore.
And if we had left even a moment sooner than we did, Chertemi would not be with us.
What do you mean?
When you got your powers back, Chertemi would give hers for you. And she would have been hunted and thrown in jail, or even worse, had we not got our powers back.
I know. I know you all have your reasons, and I know you came. It was just too late.
I know sometimes it seems like our support is not unconditional, but at least the way I see the world is from a very practical start. And when the universe is when the gods are throwing all these things at us at once, we have to triage. It's not that we didn't want to come for you, and it's not that you were any less important to us. But I know that all I can do is say those words, and it doesn't make it true to you to hear them.
Ignore that.
Aldrich takes off his boots and his shirt, and also rolls up the legs of his trousers so that you can see his ankles. And you would notice 2 white circles, like something was tied around his ankles a long time ago. And he would put his feet on the little what was it? Ottoman in the middle?
Yeah,
Yeah.
ottoman. It's like a footstool with cushion on it.
There is a reason, Karis, I don't talk about myself, about family. I don't necessarily have the best track record with family, with letting people in. I got these, and I point to my feet. When I sabotaged a wedding my family was trying to force me into, they tied me upside down to the wall and burned all of my belongings. And I had to hang there while it burned. Do you know how painful it is to have blood pooling in your head? You see these scars on my back? My brother and my father did that to me. I mentioned it in the mansion. I said family had done this to me, but I have never celebrated a birthday in my life. So of course it's not important to me. I don't talk about my family. I don't talk about myself because I don't like talking about my scars. And you never asked. And it's fucked up. But even after everything, after Owen was born, I made a choice. I chose to stay in that fucked up family. Because he needed me. Owen will always come first. And when you walked away, you were in no danger. You were just upset from where I'm standing. You were just being... I don't know. I couldn't see your reasons. You never bothered explaining them. I don't know. Put my boots back on and my shirt.
I was scared. I'm still scared.
Of what? I'm sorry, but I just don't understand what it is, what there is to be afraid of.
There are countless things to be afraid of. If you're not afraid of something, then you're not aware of the issue.
Danaway says something. Shadamir, do you know what courage is?
I know of the concept.
Do you know what they say about it?
Inform me.
Having courage isn't having no fears. Having courage is having fears and having the strength to stand up to them.
That's it. A wise man fears.
Oh, motherfucker, that's the name of the book!
Yep.
Sorry, it took me a second.
You guys think you're afraid? How do you think I feel? How do you think Owen feels? And she casts a gaze over at Owen, who has been... Again, he doesn't copy the content of the conversation, but he is attempting to at least spin this into a tale. There's no point in life in fear. And she looks at you, Aldrich. That's why I'm going to die for life.
I'll just take her hand.
There's a
Being
short
willing-
squeeze in it.
I think we've all established that in one way or another we are willing to die, which is absurd in its own way. We have things we... What are things we're willing to live for? Hmm? What are some things we're willing to suffer for? I have two really good reasons right here. I pointed Danaway and I pointed Owen. And then I look at the rest of the room. I want you to be that third reason. I'm a selfish motherfucker, but damn it, I want to care.
I am
want
not
to-
afraid to die. But I want to die myself. And they took that from me. If I
Yeah.
die, I want to die me. But they were able to take me away.
So get angry. Burn it. Burn it all. Destroy it.
I can.
Why not? Get stronger.
'Cause I'm
Find a way to
afraid.
do it. Lean on us for once, instead of jumping ahead of yourself.
Because we all see what happens when you jump out without thinking.
Yes, Chedamir, we have seen what happens when you jump without thinking.
That was the fucking point I was going for.
Owen pipes up for the first time this entire time. Michael's right. You hear his pen stop scratching against the paper. I can't even begin to think of where I'd be right now if it wasn't for all of you. For Nevi, Connor, and everyone. He looks at you, Karis. You're my teacher for being a bard. But maybe I can teach you something. That life is always better when it has other people to travel in with it. He tries to give a winning smile, but it comes off as stilted and awkward. His classic Owen style.
Thumbs up.
Just points for effort.
Karis, remember when we first met, you had certain notions about what kind of creature I was. And it ties into that because I can't invite myself into your life. That's not who I am. If you want me to be a part of you, part of your life, to care about your birthdays and whatnot, things I don't understand, you need to invite me in. You need to invite us in. If that's what you're looking for in family, all you have to do is ask.
If I'm not ready for all of it. Apparently, every single one of you is fucked up beyond repair. And if you are willing to have me with you, despite me not, I may have never been that big of an asset, but right now I'm even less.
Rivercrest wouldn't have happened without you. And that was kind of important. Nevi probably wouldn't be here without you.
Neither would Owen. Through Nevi, you've touched him too. And through him, me. I'm sorry about what I said earlier, Karis. I was harsh. Too harsh. I don't get angry very often. I'm sorry.
Quick note from the GM here. As this conversation was going on for like what 20 minutes, however long time. Are your characters the sorts of people that just sort of look down when they talk? They look at the person who's speaking, that sort of stuff? I'd like to know.
Kiers was looking down, and then when I interrupted Fred, I looked straight at him, and I stood up.
The rest of you?
Now I'm looking around.
Chandler is sitting where she is and watching pretty much everyone. If they're talking, they get special attention, but yeah, she's just staring.
Okay.
Yeah, Seema's eye contact person, especially now that she like kind of said her piece, so she's not collecting her thoughts.
Chenmei does have kind of like not 1,000-yard stare, but she is like how you described Connor, kind of glazed over at times, kind of like that.
Fair enough. Marshall?
Marshall said his piece and is kind of going back to practicing what Valeska taught him.
But you're not looking at like the person speaking, though, during this.
I mean, I was looking in this general direction, I suppose.
Okay. As Aldrich gives his apologies about him and the things he said, those of you that are looking at him note there's a bit of a green tint around his red eyes. Just a little corona around it. But as he gives his apology, it fades away. Aldrich, you're not aware of this.
That does not mean you're forgiven, Karis. You can't have that. Not from me. Not until you heal Nevis' heart. That's the price. That's your debt.
She'll never forgive me.
It'll leave a scar, but scars aren't lethal or anything. They're reminders. That kid is too kind to care to not forgive you. The first friend she's had in whoever knows how long she's been alive. And lost her family.
I don't know.
Well, you're never gonna know unless you try. Jennifer kind of want to, like... Dinger's heavy. Jennifer does want to kind of, like... I guess listen out to see if Nevi... Like, she hears, like, if Nevi's moved closer or tried to listen to the conversation.
She has never been in the room.
I know, but, like, is there, like, a whole...
You want to determine...
I want to see if she tried to, like, sneak in to hear the conversation, essentially.
Roll me your perception.
Oh, I have to get my paper. Hold on.
And now Nevi rolls her natural 1 stealth again.
I can tell you saw that she wasn't here in the first place.
Yeah.
I figured. I mean, I had to try in case she was just like, oh, I want to hear what's going on.
Fair enough. That paranoia is getting to you, boss.
No, she's always been paranoid. I've just been playing it wrong.
Not paranoid enough and now Ryan Reynolds.
I'm not going to do magic ever again.
Who needs it? I do just fine without it. I can give you some pointers if you'd like.
I smile at that. I'd like that, I guess.
It's not magic that's important. It's what you do with it.
And honestly, the most impressive things you've done haven't used much magic anyways. No offense. You're just impressive without it.
I remember a little sailor who stepped up to fight overwhelming odds. He didn't use a single bit of magic.
It's because you knocked me out before I could do anything.
I also have to clarify, is that just a costume or are you actually a sailor?
Of course I'm a sailor. I own a boat.
You own a boat? What are you doing here? Why aren't you, like, sailing to islands and getting treasure or some shit?
I'm asking that myself.
Also, son of a bitch, I've been saying...
I mean, you saw that dream. I was, wearing that sailor attire. You think that's just a joke?
No, you had a noble costume. I thought it was just, like, you like outfits.
I do.
Well, you're not a noble by that. You know what? I was just wrong. I'll just own that one.
It's my grandparents' boat.
Is it a nice boat?
Decent. We're not rich.
I mean, you own a boat. I think that's, like, moderately... I never dreamed of owning a boat.
You mean a ship, Chedemir? There's a difference.
There's a difference. I grew up in North Bend. The closest thing we had to a boat was
Wait,
like a
Crash, is it a ship or a boat that I own? Because I don't know the difference.
I don't know the difference either.
I
Well,
think it's a ship.
A ship
It's a
is
pirate ship.
a ship is technically a boat, but a boat can be like a
a
what's the
schooner.
word? Small skivvy, or it could be like a
Okay.
full-on, galleon.
So it is most assuredly a boat.
Phylum Cordata.
We'll just go with the boat because I can't be wrong on that one.
All ships are boats, but not all boats are ships.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's not.
So we'll
it's
say
not
boat
too
for
big.
now.
It's not too big, but like not too small. It's like
It's just right, Goldilocks.
we're middle class. Yeah.
Look, I don't know all of your issues with each other, but what I do know is that we have some very powerful people coming up against us and everyone else. And if you walk away, if any of you walk away, that is one less soldier in the fight against that. And I don't think the people out there can afford that. I think we have inherited a duty.
Was that Kare's in-game laughing?
Table.
Sorry, Marshall.
But just
No,
imagine, like,
don't assassinate us. Don't assassinate us. Marshall, continue.
Places down his helmet. But no matter what, I am in.
It keeps just going to start crying and just. But please don't let me get arrested again, ever.
Are you kidding me? I got arrested one time just because I heard there was a great fighter in the cells.
Yeah, but
Priorities.
they don't do
Flashbacks.
that. They don't do that thing to you.
You stay by me. And they will have to kill me first before they take you.
Okay.
At this point, I'm not sure if that is physically possible. Unless they drop a mountain on you, then maybe. Look at this guy.
Well, let's
I
find out
turned-
together.
I turn to Seema, crying, and just like, sorry, my friend killed your mother. And you, almost.
It's all right. You didn't know.
Can I hug you? Like, I'm just gonna hug you, but like,
Just like Seema's like
Come here.
very uncomfortable with it at first, and then just like gets slightly less stiff.
As you do that, I walk behind both of y'all and hug both of y'all together.
I just look over to Aldrich like, should we? Like,
You get a blank stare.
yeah, I figured. Yeah, it's okay.
You
It's another
subtly
concern.
see Danway slightly shift closer to Aldrich in response.
Jimmer's just gonna hang out on the edge of the couch, being fucking awkward.
after you put us down,
Yeah.
Realign your
Killers,
spine.
Perhaps what you really need is a bit of vengeance. It's good for the soul.
what's engines?
Vengeance.
Oh,
Perhaps not.
I'm
now.
not.
Perhaps not now. Perhaps not in many years. But I have certainly made my mind up about people in this province, and I have plans. Plans I won't utter now, but There will come a time when we are strong enough for a reckoning, and when that time comes,
I know you think I should be mad and everything. You think I am mad, but I'm not mad.
no, I don't
I'm
think you are mad. I think you should be. I think you need to be.
I can't right now. One day scammed me when we got into town. I was so ready to just run the second it started to hurt.
What?
Look, I'm new to this, okay? I am.
What hurts? Like this,
Owen,
you know?
Owen, can you relate to what Karis is saying?
Wanting to run. He looks at you. I'm always ready to run, Uncle. And he looks at Danway. Have someone to drag me back.
Okay, I gotta peace out now and go to work, y'all.
Bye.
Bye.
My turn.
Yeah, Seema dies.
Damn.
Right then and there. The poison
Turns out
finally
the
kicks
stab
in.
was delayed effect.
Yeah. Fireball.
It's like Dragon Ball Z delayed Mr.
Exactly what I was thinking. I have a perfect
delayed
technique.
So,
Seen so much.
I think you guys are good. Yeah.
I mean, I can go a bit longer.
I mean, we can't forever.
Yeah.
Okay, because I still have to say something.
I also have something to put in at the end.
Okay.
So back to that. Don't you laugh. I stepped away from my push to talk button. Don't laugh at that.
Duty.
It's not
I will
funny.
smite you.
Yeah, I know.
I turned to Aldrich and I walked towards him a little bit. I wanted to be like you the second I saw you, but I'm not. And I think we both need to respect that.
No one should have to be like me. You do what you can to live with a shitty past. I choose not to dwell on it too much. I wouldn't want my demons to haunt anyone else. And it looks like you have plenty of your own.
I know, but I need you to understand that I care about what you think of me, and I'm not ready to be mad, and I need you to respect.
Start with Neve. Other than that, do whatever you want. Be whatever you want. And feel whatever you want.
We'll see. We'll see. I go and sit back down.
So what do we do now?
We find a way to kill this bastard and we put him in the ground.
As long as I can take his head.
I have no objection to that. Though I think you might have to get in line. And I give a nod towards Seema.
No, I don't need to kill him. I just need to take his head.
What if it
Ever
gets
the pragmatist.
smashed? What if they pull a watermelon on it and just smash it? You know what? I'm overthinking it.
I turn to Owen. Where is she?
He just points the feather of his pen at the door out.
Just out, and I don't know what this place.
Sorry, I had to drop that in there. Anyways, you go open to the door, open it up, go through. Is it just Kara's, or are you guys done and going back to the main room?
As Kara starts to walk out, I circle around the table, grab Chedemir's journal.
Chedamir is just very, very tense, and it's like, but lets it happen.
Yeah, before I open the door, I'm gonna just say, like, I gave him, sorry, someone, harmonica. I thought we were friends. We need to get that back. And I leave the room.
So then, what is the first step we take to kill a god?
Find their weaknesses. Hit the books.
Don't punch my book.
He puts his hand down.
I knew it.
This is how it opens here.
Here goes a giant fist.
Slowly lowers.
Nice. Nice.
I knew it. She's learning slowly. It's like,
Know thy enemy, Marshal.
if we can get into the Slayer's archive, it has records on how they killed him in the past. Or
Well, we
attempted
know
to.
those won't. Eliminating methods that we know don't work is very helpful.
Exactly.
Well, we have a good friend who is a seeker.
I open the door back up. We?
I mean, she's more an assigned liaison to us.
Whoa, wait, you don't even know her.
I threw her up on a second story. We have become friends.
I mean, it was a good throw.
Yeah, that does sound fair. But I've cooked your food. We had a cooking match.
Who won?
A cook-off.
It was even.
Okay.
But your friend never mind. Yeah, we won. But
Good job. You should go talk to Nabi.
There you go. That's what I think about your
$1
cook-off.
million cook-off.
It's a whole Disney movie. That's great.
It looks so bad.
No,
But
dude,
it
That
it's
was
great.
horrible.
Trust me.
That looks amongst the worst movies I've ever seen.
It's a Disney movie. You know it's not good.
It's a Disney movie from the early 2000s. Yeah, what are you expecting?
He's holding a spatula like a baseball bat.
That's because he's a baseball player, but it's like High School Musical before it's a musical and before high school because it's a middle school, I think. He's a baseball player and he likes cooking and he likes learning how to cook, but he can't let the team know, or else what are they gonna think of him? Oh no, what wacky misadventures as his dad comes to terms with his son is actually a cook.
Oh, that's bad. Actually, it looks bad.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that. I think that's actually statistically one of the worst movies in the world.
Nice.
I have seen
Anyway.
The Room.
all of it. It's
Okay,
bad.
The Room is also there.
Okay, anyways.
Do you guys all leave to go talk to your superiors?
I start flipping through Chedimir's book.
Flip carefully. Don't flip the pages. Don't read the back page. Don't read the back stuff.
I go right to the right back
Don't look
page.
at the She goes for a book.
Roll me a dex check.
Would it be like acrobatics versus athletics?
It would be acrobatics for him. It's automatically athletics for you.
Okay, so
It's acrobatics or athletics for him.
which one am I rolling? Because I confused myself.
Your athletics, and then it's the person being grappled's choice of acrobatics or athletics.
Okay. Damn,
Yeah,
I
no,
got
he's
destroyed.
fucking-
I just spin right around you.
Yeah, you Duke of Hazard like across the ottoman, just do like a quick jog and then slide across it.
I immediately regret this. Give me my book back.
The contents of the book will be given to you by Garth, and this is telling Garth to give it to O. So,
Okay,
you know.
just give me the first 3 lines, and I set the book down.
The first 3 lines I don't have specifically. The first 3 lines of the
You don't need
first
them. You don't need them right now.
Yeah.
Is it racy? Is it a spicy book?
No. The first 3 pages are just, or first 3 lines are just the introduction to a story. Written in ink, with fine penmanship.
We'll get that sent over to you later. So, my original question still remains to be answered.
Yeah.
I think we're fine.
I mean, what
Sit
is in
down
front
and-
of
What is what?
what's in front of the door?
No one. It's just a hallway that leads back to the main room, a short little walkway.
Well, I go back to the main room then.
Go back to the main room, you find, let's see, Valeska, Ariana, Pavel, and Duncan there. Oh, and Mishka.
And Nov.
No.
Oh, okay.
Connor's not there, Cedric's not there, Nof's not there, Anella's not there. So the 4 of them are just sort of... Valeska's leaned exactly to the right, like right around the corner of the entryway that leads down to the room we were just in. Pavel's leaned against the main entrance down to this place. And then Ariana and Duncan are faced towards each other. Previously, were talking about something, but they noticed you coming down. So,
Oh,
Well, I guess we talked it out.
good.
It's an improvement.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I didn't realize you guys had gone. Do you guys just want to go down just to keep?
Sorry, what?
I
We're
just
in, a
want to all
separate,
be there just so we can make this easier.
we're in a separate room, Garth.
Oh, sorry.
I mean,
Unless
I
you guys
think we
don't
were
want to be,
leaving,
which will be
but
easier.
Dragana would have had a head start on us.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
don't have
Yeah.
anything to say to them other than where's Nebby?
Dragon Child probably off in the rooms, although she did come out to talk to Anella.
Do you know where she's now?
We went back to the rooms.
Where are the rooms?
He points off to the right.
I go that way.
You're greeted with a familiar architectural style of the provinces of a hallway of doors to the left and right.
Alright. But I guess the others would reach the main room by now.
Yeah.
As we're going, I would have flagged each other down, and I would say, Chidamir, I will tolerate cares, but I can't forgive them. I just can't.
Even if they talk to Nevi?
We'll see.
Danaway remarks, a runaway brought back can still be a runaway forever.
You know how me and Saris had a, how do I put it, rocky relationship?
Immensely.
Yeah, I clocked him square in the face.
And I think he did back to you.
I can't remember. If he did,
That's
it was
how
a
good of a
really
hit
shit
it was.
punch. Yeah. Anyways.
Nope. Never
Yeah,
mind.
Uh,
I thought you did.
we didn't mesh that well, but he was kind of growing on me. This is different. I think with time, especially if you hang around us and that hard, stony exterior of yours breaks a little bit.
She frowned.
I think you can. Forgiveness is not easy. Cruelty is. You seem to have that part down, at least.
Certainly, we have all done things that are deemed unforgivable.
At this point, you guys have come back to the main room.
Just generally have her book backwards, Marshall just like football pushing her out of the way, just like, nope, it's mine.
Up to Marshall.
Nah, I put it on the table when I started to walk out.
Okay, cool.
Alright, so you got back.
It's mine.
So yeah, you guys come back out to the main hub room. And then you see the 4 members of the squad.
I feel like they need like a hand motion when they do that.
What squad? And then they do like a boy motion. Boy.
It'd be so out of character for some of them, but so in character for others.
They do have an official designation in my notes, but
Alright.
it's
Right,
too
so
long.
again, you forced me now. Got it.
Well, I could just call them that for out of game versus squad, which I think is immersion breakings at times.
Squirtle.
Squaddle. Squaddle.
That's terrible.
I know. Anyway, you guys come back out to the main hub room, and Doug is like turns to the right, watching Kara's having gone, and then he turns back to you. So, I heard one report. What about the rest of you?
I can't speak for them, but I, for one, am ready to go kill a god.
Doug can raise an eyebrow at this. That's very eager of you, to say the least.
It's a step forward. Honestly, better than I expected. I expected it to be a lot more screaming and punching. Maybe not so much the punching part.
We have our own things to tell you. Debriefings, as it were. But we'll wait for Karis to come back. This is something all of you should be around for.
I will tolerate them for now.
You know, it's,
I don't have it. I don't have it in me to forgive them.
for forever,
At least not.
or just now.
Honestly, don't know.
Hmm.
We'll see.
time has a eroding effect on hatred sometimes. And if
It's
you're
more-
willing at least
it's
to give
mo-
them the first step through tolerance, doubly so.
It's not so much hatred as it is trust. You can shatter a clay pot and glue it back together, but the cracks will always be there.
Perhaps you should consider trust as, and he looks at Pebble, a blade. It needs to be forged first.
I see your point.
Only time can tell. That being said, I'd like to consider all of you competent individuals and understanding individuals at times. So I like to think that you guys will get along eventually. So, while you guys are waiting, Karis, how are you going to try to find Nevi? If she's around.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to find her. Oof.
Honey, you find them, or Chenry is going to go hunt them down for you.
Oh, there you go. For easy, ask Chenry to help then. Easy first step.
There's limited options. You can't fuck this one up.
I will knock on the first door.
No response.
Can I open the door?
It is locked.
I open the next door.
It is locked.
And the next door.
Locked.
I do this until I find a door that's either open or when my knock gets a response.
There is no door that triggers either of those conditions.
None?
None.
None. Okay. Do I hear anything from?
Roll perception.
Oof.
You do not hear anything, but as you go to one of the doors at the far end of the room, you do smell the whiff of trees, pine trees of some sort.
And when I knock, I don't get a response.
You do not get a response from it.
I slide down the door, just sitting in front of it. Does it still smell like pine trees?
Yeah.
Is it the smell Nevi has, or is it just a very new smell?
I mean, you smelled pine trees before, so it's not necessarily new, but new for this current environment, yes.
Nevi doesn't usually smell like trees, does she?
She smelled like trees when she lived in the woods. So, sort of. She smells like wherever she's been hanging out in. Just like in real life.
Can I look below the door?
What do you mean? Like
Like
a crack?
You know, the crack, yeah.
I mean, it's not wide enough to look through, but...
Okay, then I will knock again. And this time, use the spell knock.
I don't know what that does.
It opens the door.
Unlock door. I think it's like super loud.
Hush up on the lock or the normally. Okay. So. And you guys all hear us in the main room. What was that? Let's get remarks out loud.
Does it sound like a door opening or a door opening and then suddenly cold wind?
It sounds like the door knockers, like on like really large noble doors.
Oh.
Like that. If you laugh at the word knockers, I actually will ban you from the server.
It kind of just went over my head on that one.
Yeah, same.
Okay, good. So yeah.
I think we all know what that was.
Didn't they just say they weren't using magic?
Cheddar.
I mean, I didn't believe it either, but still.
I didn't.
Knock is a spell. That is using magic.
No, I'm using it on actually.
The door is open.
The results. Who kissed?
The door is open. Inside, you open it up. You find a bed, a large, wide cabinet table, which you see has a bunch of alchemical apparatuses set up upon it. You don't see anyone else.
I get in and close the door. I start like looking over those chemical apparatuses.
It is alchemy.
I figured, but like, just like, I want to do something, but I don't know if it's weird.
I mean, if you have to ask, the answer is probably yes.
But it's also D&D, so like, things weird.
I'll just do it, I guess.
If you want to use primeval, awareness to do such, you can spend a spell slot. Do you?
Okay, yes.
You don't.
Interesting.
I guess I just like. And the room is completely empty. Just like.
Of people, yes.
Oh, do I detect phase either? What? Do I detect anything? I should have just said that. I can bring up this thing.
I already found it, nerd.
There.
God. Jeez. Alright, so. Lumen.
I'm sorry.
Apparitions, no. Celestials, no. Dragons, no. Omen, no. Fae, no. Fiends, no. Undead. I forgot if we said Mishka counted under that. I think we said yes.
Yes, you
so
did.
yes.
No, she didn't.
But she set it off last time, didn't she? Or was that like something else?
No,
I
she
think
didn't.
so.
No, you
Marshall
said
Blues is a celestial.
We just watched the VOD for whatever last time, but yeah.
So I do want to do something, but it's okay. It's just embarrassing, I guess.
Do it.
Well, too bad.
Hey,
You wanna do it,
luckily
you gotta
none of us are
describe
in the
it.
room with you.
I know, but y'all are listening, so that's weird.
Well, then we'd be metagaming.
Okay, I'm just gonna take my violin out and pluck it like a guitar. And if she's not here, this is such a waste because she isn't. I know, but I'm just gonna do it. So just don't judge. I had like a day or something. Oh, fuck, I forgot how it goes. Hold on. This is not a wait. Wait.
Stay with.
Okay, hold on. Fuck man, I forgot the song. Oh my god, this is so stupid. I hate it. Okay. Fuck, how does the song go again? So sorry, hold on. Ugh, I'm not good under pressure.
You're doing amazing, sweetie.
Yeah, of course I am. Hold on. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm taking so much time. Hold on. I'm just nervous. Okay. Hold on. I have it here. This is easier. Thank you.
It was.
I just imagine it's playing the whole time.
Sure.
That's fair enough.
There's a lady I know whose heart's I can kind of play it. Hold on. Whose heart's made of gold, and she's trying to find her own heaven. What a fool I was then to convince her that love is all you need to find heaven. There's a hint of regret when I look at myself, for my spirit is dying for leaving. But if you blindly follow on to your heart's only song, way too soon you will end up in heaven. Will I see you again in heaven? Okay, now just imagine this being played actually really well.
That was marvelous.
But yeah, it's Stairway to Heaven. It's the song I first played her. Just with her own lyrics. It's not a good cover of it, but yeah, I tried.
It's marvelous.
Thank you. And then I just leave the room.
Leave the room. What do you do then?
I go back and pretend nothing ever happened.
Okay. You go back and I don't know how the players here or the characters rather are interpreting the loud knock. That's up to them.
I don't know about the knock spell. It's not like there's a fucking.
Yeah,
I mean,
but it was an
but at the
uncommon
same
knock.
time, it is an immensely loud, like, the main room.
It's an unfitting knock.
I mean, I guess if Marshall tried to like punch down like a metal gate, you might get a similar effect.
Even
break
if
his
we
hand.
It's a scream that's
disregard-
too human.
Yeah, if we disregard magic, it's logic. Cares went in a general direction with some sort of agenda. We heard a loud boom. Chances are that's most likely something to do with them.
Yeah.
Cheddar
Yeah.
would have asked where's Anella and Nevi to one of the group, or like where they left to.
One of the squad.
Yeah.
I think I know where they are.
Who do you ask? Or do you just ask out in the open?
Yeah, just out in the open, like whoever wants to answer.
Don't know.
Which direction did they go?
Valeska points at the area you heard the knock from.
Jeremy just like looks at the summoning ring on her wrist and it's just like, do I or not? That'd probably be a bad.
I have an idea. Hold on. As I walk out, can I take my aquamarine? Aquamarine, I don't know how to pronounce it.
Aquamarine, yeah, that's correct.
Call up my bestie, Way Shaper. Just like, hey girl,
If you assume he is a girl, if you assume he is a he, if you assume he's immortal and has interpretations as such, you are dead wrong. I just say he for simplicity's sake.
Yeah. So like, hey girl, no, hi. Could you take me
Are agents ready for mission?
Forgot about that,
in
didn't
a
you?
minute?
Yeah, you guys sort of told him the next time we'll contact you.
In a minute. Just in order to fulfill the mission.
Time is imperative.
In order to fulfill the mission, we need our entire team.
State request, wasting time.
Am I correct to assume
That's
that our dragon friend and our fae friend are perhaps back in Northrun?
Unknown.
Are they in the
Are not
Feywild?
connected to fairy friend and dragon friend. Only connected to you.
I don't know. I think I know where they are. Time.
Wasting time by requesting unanswerable questions.
Could you show me a place in my mind?
Could force image in mind, correct? Is that
Could you
request?
Yes. The place is a cave in Northrend. Is it enough if I just imagine where it is?
Can dig through memories. Carve through timeline. Is this request?
Is it? Do you mean like the ultimate request of my stone, or?
Yes.
Mm,
Hesitance wastes time. Hurry
could
up.
you bring me there? And back.
No.
Why?
Not void afflicted enough.
Could you make a image of me appear there?
Recent changes. Yes.
Could you? Am I willing to waste it on a theory?
No.
I've wasted it once before. I can waste it again. Yes, that is my request.
Very well. Man died. Transponding astral projection to location. You feel the aquamarine hand turn black and then sort of fizzle into nothingness. It's very reminiscent of like the Revenants of Cursed Alice Vel. Just sort of caustically burns away. Yep.
So, do we see in the cave?
That wasn't the request.
Oh, he just genied you.
Yeah,
You
just
asked
made
to
a
put
picture of you.
an image of you in the cave, which you did. Doesn't mean you see through it.
That's gonna be a creepy ghost cares in that cave forever. Good job.
I love it. I love it.
So Kyr's attire is just going to curse loudly. Just like, fuck you, Wishing.
Yep.
Sounds like a
I
bad
asked
time.
you. Oh, this is so stupid.
Gotta be specific with those things.
Oh,
Words are very important,
I
etc.,
just
etc.
wasted a wish, and Never's never going to forgive me. And this is super bad, and this is super stupid, and I hate everything, and everything is sad. I say this out loud, and just
You guys all hear this from down the hallway.
Ooh.
Told you, Chedamir.
Hmm?
I told you. Listen, see, I told you.
I mean, I don't even know this fucking work on Nebby.
come on. All
Can
right.
I try using the summoning ring to summon Nevi?
That
Don't.
wants to
All right,
try.
whatever. It's
Speaking
whatever.
of,
I
Try?
come back. No,
There's
I come
too
back.
many words.
Come back into the room, just like super.
I mean,
Annoyed.
Chedamir has a head start in terms of chronological order.
Yeah, if she hears the cursing, it's just like, okay, shit didn't go right. Although you all can see like what she is doing and knows what the summoning ring does, so like,
Marshall doesn't.
no.
oh yeah, not you.
Marshall doesn't. Aldrich was there, and then the squad all are familiar with summoning circles.
I mean, you did take a while to open that.
Takes like a minute. I mean,
But, like-
does anyone object? If not, she's gonna do it.
all
I mean,
the
I-
coverage
I mean, if
there.
that's the case, then Karas would have had time to come back. It doesn't take a long to spree curses.
Yeah.
Just considering how everything I'm saying right now has taken place in less than a minute.
Yeah.
Actual
So
conversation.
I'd ask you. You don't have to do
Chedamir.
that. She'll come back eventually.
Chedamir, if you're summoning Anela, aren't you concerned she may have, make a vague gesture at the rest of them? More important business than to. You could just ask them where she is, right? Because yeah.
It's fine. It's fine. Just.
Why are you summoning Anela in the first place?
I wasn't gonna do Anella. I was gonna grab Nevi. Not sure if it would even
You
fucking
can't
work.
summon Nevi.
You don't know that.
Do you have her true name?
You don't need her true name. You just need a name. Why do you? How do you think I keep calling up Anella?
Technicality. Maybe that's remarks.
Jeremy just says finger guns. Like, hey.
No, not for you, against you.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah.
Chedamir,
Summoning things by their true name only works when you or the thing you're summoning is an elder being.
Okay,
Trust me,
so not
I've
a
tried this a lot. So, yeah, don't. It doesn't work like that.
Look, it's my fault anyway. Let's just leave it.
why is it your fault that Chedamir's summoning Anela? I'm confused.
No, not that. It's her fault that Nevi doesn't want to talk, is what she was saying.
Just look over at Aldrich. Try being me for a day.
But don't ever ask me to wish for something because I'm not good at it.
Agreed.
You don't know what I wished for.
I meant... Sorry, no, I didn't mean agreed. I mean deal. Words.
Ditto. Anyways, with all of you regrouped to some degree, Duncan remarks, there is someone else we'd like to introduce you to.
Wonderful. Yes, who are they?
I suggest you watch your tone with that.
Sorry.
Coming from the opposite way, you see Connor and Nuff. Sort of standing side by side, sort of blocking the entryway. You see behind them, from the the top of his bow, peeking out from behind Connor and Nuff, you see Cedric. You see someone else standing next to Cedric.
It's Spy Master.
Correct.
Yay! There was
They
only
just-
like one person.
Connor and Nuff just take a step, go out the hallway, take a step to the left and right, and then Nuff grandly presents
Of course he would.
the Spy Master.
Just like,
Yeah.
here is the spy master.
Basically, I have a picture of the original inspiration for the Spy. Most NPCs of status, not all of them, but most of them. Where is it?
He's a Dragonborn.
Found,
He's a she.
I found Maximilian's initial inspirations.
Marvelous.
It's so knightly.
I bet she wasn't even in that. Be like there and just like, so where is she? It's like she's not there.
It's like
Fuck.
my running theory is that it's either like her quote unquote happy place or it's like a representation of her mind or some shit. I don't know.
I mean, I was thinking her cave where she was fucking living in before I met her is a happy place, but you know.
Where the fuck did I put this?
And you know, pine trees and everything. Like,
Meanwhile, in the background, Crouch is just cussing out his computer, just like fucking.
I don't remember what I recorded it as. Problem.
The Spy Master hides even from his creator.
I guess.
I'm just mad because I love the act.
The fuck did I put the picture? Like 90% of the things in this folder don't have an actual name. They're just a random spree of numbers and letters. So something with a name should be easily identifiable and findable, but it ain't.
That's what happens when you're a genie.
Well, if it has
God
a name, you could
gives
search
revenge.
for it, right? In this with the search function.
That's the thing. I searched up the names I think I would record it as.